Alright, there we go. Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, oh boy, you know what? We've got a great show for you here today. Hopefully, I tell you what, hopefully it'll be somewhat of a professional stream here. We don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out here together. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, you know what? I tell you what. This show, it, we always try to do something interesting. You know, we're always going to be talking about comics and maybe some comic reviews, or some of the campaign updates that are out there. Hopefully, some books are slowly filtering down the way there for everybody. We talk about that sometimes. Every once in a while, Bear kind of talks about, a gizmo or gadget that he's got. Let's check it out. Talk to you people about that. Can't always talk about comics all the time. Gotta talk about some, some tech stuff or some this or that. Hey, maybe some movies that are coming out or something like that. But you know what? Every once in a while, I tell you what, Bear gets his claws on something that will, I tell you what, not only save the world, but it also might save the planet as well. I tell you what, it's one of those things that you gotta kind of pass along to everybody. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into it. I don't know what's going on with my display thing here. 1 second, people. See if it'll work. Okay, that one works. I don't know why, like the other one, it doesn't work for me for some reason, so I had to rescale this for some reason. So you see some black bars off to the side there, but that's okay. That's okay, but here's what we got here. Something very, very important for everybody. Talking about the stinky chemical in cat pee that can fuel the hydrogen future. Yes, indeed. Talking about, let's see, what was her name? Hazel Southwell. Hazel Southwell. Ah, who cares? It's the big lithium versus sweet, precious feline, I suppose urine. There we go, urine. Oh, look at there, the little kitty cat. Oh, ain't that sweet? She says, I believe it's a she. Hazel. I hope it's a she. I'm just gonna say she for crying out loud. Oh, I tell you what, all these. You never can tell. You never can tell. It's 2021, and you got like 45 different genders out there. Let's see. All right, let's see. He will get to it. How to power a greener future is a big question. Climate change is an extinction level event. A threat to hell of a lot of life on Earth, including us. Well, screw you, humans. Screw you. But we don't have a magic bullet solution for how to transition to cleaner technologies. That's right. I mean, you're talking about kind of something that's made up anyways, talking about climate change. Oh, it's an extinction level event. The planet's temperature rising about a degree and a half is an extinction level event. I tell you what, so you gotta have a magic bullet solution for your non-existent thing that's not going to cause any extinction level events there. So, hey, you know what? I mean, forget about cat pee. I mean, let's just ride around on unicorns. Unicorns, just like good feelings and everything. Goes on. Says battery electric vehicles are currently dependent on lithium, which has a significant environmental concerns, and also a lot of slave labor that goes on there as well. I mean, a lot of people kind of talk about the China situation and different companies going over there and basically using slave labor for to assemble their products and everything. Well, you also got kind of some, ironic enough, actually slave labor in Africa. Would you believe it? There's some slave labor in Africa. Also, like some child labor as well. So, all the lithium that you're getting, which there's not a whole lot of, by the way, not enough to fill up all the cars in the world or anything like that. You're also contributing to that as well. But hey, at least you feel good in your Tesla there. Yes, indeed. Which has significant environmental concerns. And cobalt, which has the same. Or if you switch to nickel, the Russian city Norilsk can testify that it's not exactly an issue-free mining process. Yeah, everybody thinks that, like, the battery just shows up in the car, just already fully formed, and there's not a whole lot of it. No, there's a whole lot of mining that goes on into it, a lot of refining, which is all overseas and everything. So you don't really see it. You just see the nice little car, the nice little whatever, your laptop computer, whatever it is. So, Yeah, there's kind of an issue with that. Also, there's not enough lithium on the Earth to actually power any, like all the cars that they want to be able to put in there. So that's an issue. Plus, you got the recycling issue. You got a whole number of issues. So that's why we're talking about hydrogen cars here. All right, she goes on. It says, understandably, our promised hydrogen future keeps rearing its head as a possible alternative. Well, actually, it is an alternative. You just gotta kind of get into it, but that's all right. The problem with hydrogen, though, the problem is that it tends to be made from relatively dirty sources. Not really. Natural gas, oil, and coal are all used to make it in bulk, which is kind of defeats the purpose, defeats the point of using it to power emissions-free vehicles. All right, listen, you complete dingbat. Yes, of course, cracking hydrogen from natural gas or oil. It's better to do it from natural gas than oil or coal, but it's significantly less than gasoline. So if you're trying to transition there from your dirty diesel or gasoline powered cars, you're actually trying to move it on to something a little bit better. Well, hydrogen would be that thing, and if you gotta get it from natural gas, you gotta get it from natural gas. So you complete dingbat. You're trying to reduce the amount of emissions. She wants to go to emission free. Anyways, dingbat. The other option is the electrolysis of water, which is a great, clean source, but not hugely efficient. God dang it, these run-on sentences. I tell you what, which is great, clean source, but not the hugely efficient, still, I don't know, as you might get about 80% of the energy used to make the hydrogen back out of it. So you might as well have used that energy to charge a battery and get a much higher efficiency rate. Well, you dingbat moron, the reason why you use hydrogen instead of putting it into a battery, number one, let's put all the environmental concerns about the battery aside for just a second. Um, Lady, the battery is a heck of a lot heavier than hydrogen is. So if you're putting it into a car, which, you want to have the least amount of weight on there to be able to move the car back and forth, you want to be able to do that. And if you're just getting it through the electrolysis of water, which is just kind of the reverse of what happens in the hydrogen car anyways, who cares if you're getting it from the sun and it only gets 80% out of it? You're using it as a transport fuel. You're not using it so much as a energy dense power pack or anything like that. That's the whole point. You actually wanted, okay, lady, you want to do it. I'm not sure if she's a lady. Who knows? Bear doesn't care. You want, lady, the emissions-free vehicles. Well, there you go. You take a little bit of water. You take some sunlight. You use your solar power to electrolytically crack the water, as it were, to separate out your oxygen from your hydrogen there. And you take your hydrogen, you put it in your car, and you drive around, and that hydrogen combines back to oxygen. And let's see, it produces water. Wow. So that's actually how it works. This dingbat. Well, anyways, let's continue on. There's got to be something else. Then, like ammonia. Dun 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 dun. And apparently, this lady took a picture of her cat. So the whole article here, talking about the hydrogen future and everything, somehow relates to this cat lady's cat. So there we are. Industrial ammonia is not from cats, but my cat is very good, and you should look at her. This is a serious article. This is serious. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned the Drive. A very good website. A lot of good stuff there. Automotive stuff. Actually has a really good military kind of angle there as well, with some good people there writing about that. So very good website to kind of check out. Just kind of people like this. This is where the cat pee comes in. A report in the chemical and engineering news. Oh shoot! I let mine lapse there for the. I forgot to renew my chemical and engineering news. Ah, gosh darn it! Says that this could be another chance for ammonia, not one of the world's most glamorized chemicals, to save the world and possibly even the planet. Its previous shot at it was as a fertilizer. powering the modern farming that addressed food insecurity. Or one would say, being able to grow a lot of food. Addressing food insecurity, really? Come on. That was because of the nitrogen part of the NH3. But there is, of course, there's three handy hydrogen molecules there too. Ooh, look at there. Green ammonia, quote unquote. Excuse me. I got the burps there. Green ammonia uses hydrogen from sustainably powered electrolysis. Well, there you are, lady, for powered electrolysis already, and there's a big buzz about it. In the ammonia industry as farming, one of the most polluted industries in the world, seeks to green itself. Well, farming is you're growing plants, so for crying out loud. And as the chemical and engineering news, I need to resubscribe to that. Point out there's already infrastructure for transporting and distributing ammonia worldwide through its agricultural use. Transporting, as she's calling it, H2 hydrogen, has always been a problem since it's really difficult to store as a massively reactive gas. There's the possibility of turning it into methanol and doing some of the most annoyingly inefficient things in the world, but that involves carbon, which somewhat defeats the point, unless you're actually going whole hog and making synthetic fuel. Well, sort of, kind of, but not really, because you're a cat lady. Which, talking about carbon here, a lot of these people think that carbon is what would you call not a pollutant? What am I trying? A poison? A poison for it. Well, I guess it's a pollutant as well. Your carbon out there. You want to get rid of all the carbon. So I'm wondering what the sort of Venn diagram between people who think that carbon is a poison or a horrible pollutant that we need to get rid of, and the same amount of people that think that everybody should be wearing masks. Because I don't know if you actually know this, but you do expel carbon dioxide, as it were, out of your lungs. If you got a mask on, it just kind of hangs there in the mask. So technically, you're inhaling a bunch of poisons. I wonder what the actual Venn diagram is between those complete idiots, complete cat lady morons out there. The prospect of hydrogen fuel cell cars is one that some automakers keep investing in, no matter what advances are made by fully battery electrics. Well, that's once again, lady, because it takes, I don't know, like 45 minutes to fully charge a battery. Where if you just take your hydrogen fuel cell car to the, I don't know what you'd call it, the gas station, I guess, the cat pee station, as it were. You can fill it up in about the same time as you fill up your normal SUV type, terribly polluting car. You fill it up in about the same time. So that's why you dingbat lady. This is why cat lady you want to be able to do hydrogen, which is much more plentiful in the earth and in the universe than lithium is. But hey, that's alright. Just go back to Cat Fancy and you'll be fine. A Toyota sees both fuel cells and hydrogen combustion. There you go. There's another one as a possibility. Gee, I wonder why one of the world's largest just not only automotive manufacturer, but just manufacturer worldwide, would want to look into that. That's kind of odd. This whole green ammonia bit has the potential, but it is nonetheless a way out even in the best case. What the hell? This whole green ammonia bit has the potential, but is nonetheless a way out even in a best, God, for crying out loud. If the hydrogen and ammonia can be properly exploited, then yes, cat pee might save the world. But there's several problems to get to before we get there. Well, I hope that we have in the future, these large industrial plants out there with a whole bunch of feral cats, and they're just milking the cat pee out of all these feral cats out there, and actually, you know what? I mean, you'd figure, hey, all these strays we need to. No. We need to. Cats are our most precious resource. Actually, cat pee is our most precious resource. But we'll deal with the cats. We'll deal with the cats themselves, I suppose. All right, bear with on. I don't know. Is this what would you call this, people? Would this be like a clickbait article trying to talk actually about a serious subject here? And a cat lady goes off on, ooh, look, a cat. Ooh, look, a kitty cat. For crying out loud. I tell you what, trying to say, go out there, read the news, be well informed. Well, you get people like this, and it's just like, no, you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. All right, I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the chat here. I hope I actually got some chats. Let's see. Gary Shipman, Art Studio. Hello, Gary. I hope to have you here more often. It's good to see you here. Good to see you here. Hey, I hope Titan went well for you. Beer was Beer was pushing out for that one. That was looks like not only number two but also the artist version there as well. So definitely want to check that out if you haven't already. All right, where was I? Where was I? I was actually going to do some different. Let me go to it. Let me find it here. One second. Let me find it here. Where are they? Where are? There we are. There we are. Because we got some campaign updates here for everybody. First up, we've actually got Cyberfrog, warts and all. So we actually were talking about this. I think the last show, maybe the show before that. I forget which one. They actually got the. Well, I can't show it. I don't have my video hooked up here, but got the coloring book from Cyberfrog, which is kind of neat. In fact, I think if I'm not mistaken, Gary has a series of coloring books as well. Bear actually got the Peckin's Land coloring books. I'll send them off to the local library for everybody to check out. I think they enjoyed that. But anyways, I think if I'm not mistaken, Bear did not get the warts and all. The coloring book was part of the warts and all campaign, but Bear never. This is the one where I think it is all the collected works of the different Cyberfrog stuff. Bear not really that. Cyberfrog isn't that uh, well drawn, very well drawn and everything. He's just not that exciting as a character. Kind of, I guess, kind of stuck in the '90s a little bit, where he's kind of the sort of sarcastic. I don't know, kind of that sort of late '90s, early 2000s sort of sarcastic comedy sort of deal. Whatever's going on in the world blowing up, he's got a nice little quip for it and everything. So that's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure people. Bear was kind of confused about Cyberfrog, so I'm sure a lot of people like Bear want to go back to actually kind of read, kind of figuring out where a lot of the characters kind of came from. It was a little confusing in the book. He had some sort of bees that he was fighting against, and then they had the alien bees come in, and then Cyberfrog was fighting, I guess, both, like a robot bee and then an alien bee. I don't know. It's a little confusing on some of the characters that were brought in. Bear's kind of said this in the past. It should have kind of been a reboot rather than kind of a continuation, but it's neither here nor there. So let's see. We begin fulfillment today, which is actually what was that? 2 days ago. Great news. Warts and all backers, we're all ready to go. We received every item from this campaign into the warehouse. That's actually pretty cool. I actually one of the things that's probably not talked about very much is Bear was actually thinking about this. You've got when you start a campaign, you've got that sort of big push. Usually the first week or two, you get kind of the big push. Every once in a while, you'll get a push. Every once in a while during the campaign, you might come up to the first month or something like that. And of course, when you're closing it out, you get a little bit of a push there as well. But there's never really anything and all that stuff is promotion for the book. But there's never really anything when the book is fulfilled. And I think that's a really big part of it, is actually getting the book in people's hands and them checking. It's one thing to be able to say, hey, I look forward to your book. I can't wait to read it. Compared to kind of, hey, I got your book. It was great. Or, hey, I got your book. I thought it was really, when I got it, I thought it was going to be good. But man, I was blown away. It was really great or whatever. So, there should be something like that where there's kind of a follow up, I guess, or something along those lines where they're talking about the fulfillment process and everything. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a fulfillment stream. We fulfilled everything. I don't know if you'd want to do something like that. But yeah, definitely something along those lines where the people that backed it can kind of come back in and say, oh yeah, hey, fulfillment day. Yeah, that was great and everything. So, a lot of promotion, but never actually. Um, well, I guess that's what Bear's channel for. Kind of the review process. Hey, how did everything go? Did it come in on time? Did everything work out as planned? Did all the stretch goals, were they pretty cool or whatnot? So, yeah, I wish they would kind of do kind of a what would you call that? I guess kind of in a military term, it'd be kind of a after action report, kind of as a wrap up at the very end or something like that. I think that'd be beneficial for everybody there. All right, gotta get a drink here. He says, all right, we're all ready. Anyways, what Bear was trying to say, the warehouse. I think that's a really great job with Uncle E getting the warehouse and being able to once he gets the books in and everything, pretty well kind of turn right around and ship that out. We're going to talk about what was it, 499 here in just a second, and all the boxes that are in all the boxes that are in Port Narwhal's looks like his living room or bedroom or something like that. You know, having an actual professional distribution center. I mean, that's actually kind of a next step or next level. So congratulations to Uncle E for that one. All right. Continue on. It says, first to be shipped will be our executive box backers. Um, I'm not sure if that's kind of like they did this sort of honeycomb box. I'm not sure if that's kind of the same situation where there's like a bunch of different covers or whatnot all packaged together. Not really sure what the executive box is there, but hey, if you're spending that money, it's nice to be able to get that first. A lot of times you'll go well like the last Cyberfrog campaign. Everybody like Bear that got the second ash can and all that stuff. We actually had to wait. We actually had to wait for oh gosh, what was it? 4, 5, 6 months, something like that. Everybody that got that actually paid more than what the people did that got just the regular Cyberfrog book. So the people that are paying more were waiting longer. So kind of a little flip here where the biggest backers are getting them first. I actually think that's a good idea. And I also think, if I'm not mistaken, Cyberfrog I think came in the coloring book I think came in first class. So it actually went out pretty quick. All right, we'll follow up with the junior executive backers and then the rest of the campaign. So there you go. I can't wait to send this stuff to you. I believe we've created an extremely high quality product and lots of fun bonus items, which will assuredly become prize collect. You've heard it here first. Assuredly. Pardon me. Become prize collectibles. Take a minute to make sure your mailing address is current and correct. Because these boxes are heavy and expensive to ship, we want to get it right the first time. So there's the front cover. Kind of neat, kind of like either a leather or I don't know, maybe a frog skin sort of cover there. That's kind of neat. Kind of neat how it's packaged up like that. Oh, while you're waiting for your box of frogginess, box of frogginess to arrive, please sign up for an email notification for our new Cyberfrog action figure, if that's your thing. Let's see, and they launch on July 4th. Thank you, everyone. As usual, customer service is job number one, so let us know if there's any problems with your order. We appreciate your faith in us and are happy to serve you. Let's go. Let's go, frog. Let's go, frog. Go, frog. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Let's go, frog. Ethan Van Skyver, all caps comics. Publisher. And I actually got to say, when they do come in on time, Uncle E actually does a really good job with his customer service. Bear hasn't had any issues with it other than of course it being late and everything. But ships out like he said. It came in first class the last time, so really good stuff. Really good stuff. Nice to see that he's got the warehouse there to be able to launch all that stuff. So let me go back to the chat here. Well, we'll still say hi to Gary. Hi, Gary. All right, let me go back because we've got. Let's see, we were talking about it here. 499. And this is from Richard C. Meyer. Also, your boy Zach. And of course, Bear always reads this with the boldness on there is like, Grrrr! It's always kind of the weirdest thing. He says, fulfillment continues. Hi, everyone. Oh, excuse me. Hi, everyone. Narwhal. Got another batch of books mailed out today. The goal is to have them out by the end of the month. The book is already getting rave reviews and looks to be the best reviewed book in Splato history. Thanks. Richard. Yes, indeed. So there you are. And there's poor Narwhal at his either either living room or bedroom there, all filled up with packages, possibly a really large cat or a dog, maybe. Um, hey, if it's a cat, maybe you can use the cat pee as your fuel there. There you are. Anyways, a whole bunch of books there. Very much looking forward to 499 POD, and also I hope Bear got the one. What was it? Impossible Stars. So hopefully that'll come in relatively soon from both Narwhal and your boy Zach there. So 499, something to check out there. Something to check out. All right, let me go to the other one, which was one that I hadn't heard from in a while, which is Tadhya. That's right, from Clint Howard. Let's see, what does he go by? What was it? Oh yeah, okay, Clint. I thought it went by another name. Anyways, the last page has been drawn finally. Finally, it's almost time, and we're talking about Matthew Weldon here. Now, I of course would love to show you the last page, but that would be a major spoiler. So he wants to say again, thanks to everyone who's chosen to support this campaign. Ever since they decided to nearly double the size of the book from 48 pages to 84 pages, he's been working hard to finish the project as fast as he could. Actually, he probably should have just kept it at 48 pages and gotten it out quicker, kind of learned some stuff from that, and just kind of continued on with the, chapter 2 or something like that, whatever it would be. So, yeah, 48, if you want to take it up to, I don't know, 60 pages or something like that, just as an add-on. Yeah, that would be fine. But doubling the size of the book, yeah, you're basically doubling the length of time that it's going to take. And yeah, I think that's why, kind of a major reason why it's kind of behind here. Let's see. He says, let's see, where was Bear? Matthew Weldon has truly put his heart and soul into these pages. Yeah, you can see his heart right behind these trees there. He and I both agree it is his best work yet. I actually do like this. I do like this panel. It's a pretty cool panel. I like the look on her face there, and then you get kind of the opposite angle there where she's looking in the window. You get the view from this gentleman inside here. I hope it's a gentleman. I don't know. Bear can never tell. And now our colorist, Jean Francois, a busy man, however, he's working on a few big projects at the moment, but we'll have Tadhya finished up for us within a few days at this point. The next step is to finish lettering on all the pages, and then another test print, and finally printing the rest of the books and shipping. Yes, indeed. This has all been a learning experience for me as my first campaign, and let's just say we slightly underestimated the amount of time it would take to extend the book. Yeah, I think that was the big issue. 50, 60 pages, I think you would have been fine. I think just kind of extending it out just kind of extended out the timeline. But alas, the journey is nearly at an end, and soon all of you will have Tadhya in your hands. As I have said, I am so incredibly excited for all of you to finally experience my story brought to life through Matthew's incredible art. Everyone involved in this project has put their heart and soul into the work and ready to deliver. And he says, Quinn. And it was kind of weird for Bear to read this because it was all center space there, so it's kind of weird trying to figure out the next line. The next line, I tell you what. So there we go. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Quinn. Thank you very much, Matthew Weldon. Some good work there. Man, I tell you what, he's actually got his plate full. I mean, let's see, what is it? He's got what's the one? Not. It wasn't Nexus. It was Monster Hunt. Monster Hunt 2. He's got this one. Gosh. I would imagine. Oh, what was the one? Oh gosh, Beer, the hardcover that you got. Anyways, yeah, Matthew Weldon's a busy man there. So hopefully he's stacked up on his peanut butter, and just gonna go to town with that one. All right, let me get out of that. Get out of that. Hey, Jeff Potts, good to see you here. Sorry if I've ignored some of that stuff. I've just been going through all this stuff. So good to see you. Good to see Gary. Good to see everybody else here. All right, so this is kind of an interesting one. This is kind of an interesting one for Beer here. There we are. Talking about the Saints. The Saints, that would be from Allegiance Arts. That would be the Mitch Breitweiser group over there. Talking about Walmart and all that other sorts of stuff. There we go. Had to take a drink. So we're talking about the Saints here. Um, okay, so the thing is, Bear has been kind of one of the few, if not only people out there that have been saying, okay, wait till we get Red Rooster, wait till we get the Red Rooster book, and we can kind of, go off from there. If it's a terrible book, then you can kind of talk about that sort of stuff. But, I was always trying to say, okay, let's wait. Mitch, he's got a plan somehow, somewhere, dealing with dealing with Walmart. That's great. That's all fine and everything. Getting books into Walmart. I mean, they were supportive of that. At the time, he was still part of the whole CG crew, so having a book, or actually a series of books, up in Walmart, I mean, that's a great thing. It's kind of promotes Comicsgate as well. Comics in general. Always kind of supported that. And then, of course, he brought on a number of different artists. Let's see, Kelsey Shannon brought on just a whole bunch of other artists. They had out, let's see, Butch Guys, that's right. Let's see, they had out, gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of it now. Bass Reeves. They had out Bass Reeves. They had out the Futurist. Bear was kind of on the Futurist. Nora Saga, one of the great books out there. I haven't read two or I think three yet, but the first one is awesome. And there was another one as well. Gosh, what was the other one? Anyways, he had Red Rooster in there. So he had a number of people in there that Mitch was bringing in, being able to support, being able to kind of go off on their own, do their comic book, and be able to sell it in Walmart. All great stuff. All great stuff. Beer wanted to kind of support that and everything. But yeah, being late, extremely late with a Red Rooster kind of soured a lot of that stuff. And right now, I mean, we've got, you know, the whole kind of thing with Comicsgate or just crowdfunding in general is, you've got a artist, you've got a creator out there that has their idea, has their goal in mind. They've had their mindset on this for years or a whole lifetime or whatever. This is going to be the biggest thing. But the thing that they need is funding. So they need to go out and, you can't just ask for it by one person, because you might not be able to do it. So you crowdfund. You say, hey, look, you're going to get this great book. It's going to come signed. It's going to have, the bookmarks, all that great stuff. I just need some help. If you can help me out, hopefully within about a year or so, you're going to get your book. You're going to be happy with it. No problems whatsoever. And pretty much for Bear, I probably count on the number of claws that he has on one hand here. The amount of Comicsgate book recently of all time that he's gotten that have been bad. Stealing Solo is okay. What was the other one? What was the other one? Space Force, the Trump Space Force. That was all right. But the other ones have been great. You want to be able to, kind of promote those artists and everything, and be able to, make their dreams come true. But also, hey, get a great product in there as well. You get it signed, with Gary Shipman and his artist edition there. If you got that, you get a huge freaking inside cover drawing as well. I mean, some great stuff there. Some great stuff. And then, of course, you've got the people that kind of take advantage of that situation and then go on their own way and then still try to come back and try to kind of dip out of that pool. So, a lot of people kind of were very frustrated with Mitch, um, you know, taking their money. I mean, look, you got a book. It's not necessarily he robbed anybody or anything like that, but, taking their money, using that money to promote going into Walmart or something like that through, you call us the backers, the main backers through Allegiance Arts there that were really backing them. They took that and basically kind of says, okay, this is the seed money that we raised from everybody. Now we can go into Walmart. Okay, terrific. Go into Walmart. Sell your comic books. Terrific. No, not a problem. Um, the previous email I think that Mitch sent out was talking about all the international backers for Red Rooster. And yeah, it might be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, a couple months, something like that, whatever. Before you get your Red Rooster. Hey, it's only been 2 years. What's another couple months or something like that. But at the very end, it was a promotion for talking about the Saints here, which was a really kind of tone deaf thing to be able to do. You don't put out that many updates to begin with, and the updates that do come out are very kind of sanitized. Um, I would imagine it goes through like 3 different lawyers or something like that. They're all oh no, you can't say and, you got to say or something like that. So yeah, it just never was really kind of the back and forth that you can kind of get with a bunch of the artists. Gary's great with it. Mike Miller, even Uncle E. I mean, all these great artists out there. Be able to say, hey, I've got this issue, or here's an idea, or something like that. Hey, they're going to check it out and listen to it. The Allegiance Arts, it's very corporate and very, yeah. So they basically they basically sold out, I guess. So now if you get the Saints, you're going to get Killcliff Ignite Flaming Joe energy drink. Does anybody know what a Killcliff is? I have no idea. Never heard of it before. Never heard of any of this before. So let's just go through this. The world's first illustrated brand ambassador. Okay. And this is another run-on sentence. Allegiance Arts bad boy archaeologist reps Killcliff's Flaming Joe Ignite. Try saying that 3 times. Try saying that once and trying to figure out what the hell they're talking about. 50% off at the same. Blah, blah, blah. In a precedent-setting move, Killcliff, makers of the world's best tasting and selling CBD energy. CBD, isn't that the wacky tobacco there? Why are we selling wacky tobacco drinks? I don't know. Has signed Allegiance Arts' latest illustrated hero, the Saints Jean-Marc Laporte, as ambassador for the prestigious Killcliff Cult Club, with a stable of talent that boasts such names as John Brinkus, Mike Chat, Ryan Bader, and of course Israel Adesina. These are just names. I have never heard of any of these before. Killcliff's high octane energy drink brands perfectly with the adventurous spirits of Allegiance Arts' latest thrilling adventures. 2 powerhouse brands, 1 exclusive offer, 1 complete and total pass by Beer. If I want to check this out, I'll probably just go to Walmart and check it out that way in the discount bin. Not really sure. Actually, bear with Beer for 1 second, because I actually did look this up. I was like, what the heck is this stuff? So there we go. I've got it up here. Killcliff, the flaming. This looks like something out of like a mid-2000s MySpace page or something like that. It just it looks terrible. But anyways, you've got Flaming Joe Spicy Pineapple Fusion. So there you are. If you just want to get totally jacked on your Flaming Joe, and there you are. So it's some sort of energy drink, if that's your thing. If you don't want a Red Bull or anything like that, it's developed by a Navy SEAL. So if you're that and whatever. Hello there. She looks like she's been around the block though. Anyway, so got all these people here that are like, yeah, I'm rocking my energy drink, and this guy that just wants to kill somebody on the side of the road. I don't know what's going on there, but beer went all the way down to the very bottom here. The FDA illegal disclosure says this product is not for use by or sale to persons under the age of 18. Well, that's interesting because I believe Allegiance Arts is kind of focusing a lot of their attention towards these sort of mid-teen kind of demographic there. Totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that or anything like that. You want to get kids involved with the comic books and everything, but it's kind of odd that you have a comic book company that's basically kind of tilted towards, your sort of early, 8, 9, 10 to early teens, maybe mid-teens or something like that. And then you're trying to sell them an energy drink that they can't buy or, can't sell them to. So how exactly does that work out? How does that work out? I don't know. It should not be used if you are pregnant or nursing. Consult a physician before you Use if you have a serious medical condition or use prescription medications. A doctor's advice should be sought before using this and any supplemental dietary product. That's right. Let's see. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease by using this site. Yeah, by using this site, you agree to blah 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 blah. So there it is. So you got your wacky tobacco drink here. That it's kind of an interesting thing where you got your CBD plus it's also a kind of one of those jolt drinks as well. So I guess they kind of interact kind of interestingly there as far as that. So yeah, really kind of disappointed in all this stuff. It's really kind of as a sellout here from Mitch Brightweiser as far as trying to sell energy drinks. I don't understand that. Don't understand that at all. I think it's trying to be kind of like a video game sort of deal. So it'd be kind of interesting if this was actually a tie-in to a video game, and you had kind of the sort of illustrated version of it. It's kind of like I don't know what they call that, the Nathan Drake kind of Indiana Jones type spin-off there. I'm not really kind of thrilled with a lot of the art here. And yes, I know I probably hear in the chat, I'll get to it. But Bear, you like Narwhal's art. How dare you not like this art? It's just like, I don't know, it's just not, like around the gun here, it's just not, it hasn't been rendered very well. I don't know, it's just, oh, yeah. Anyways, so there you are. Might check it out in the old Walmart there, but yeah. Has anybody heard of Kill Cliff? Never heard of it before. I'm not actually sure if that's actually a person's name or if it's like a rock, like a rock outlaw. You fall off the cliff. Oh my God, that cliff's killed people. So I don't know. Anyways, let me go back to the chat. Say hello to Tank Ferret. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Indeed. And of course, Jeff Potts and Gary Shipman. All great people. These are the type of people that you want here in your chat. So, all right. Well, Bear was going to get into the video that Bear's actually been working on. Where is it? Right here. So, Bear had been working on this and was actually going to try and premiere this for you people, but actually it doesn't. I don't think. Let me listen to it real quick. Oh, it actually does work. How about that? I don't know. It wasn't working before, but I don't know. We can either do a premiere. Actually, Bear was going to kind of premiere this either. Gosh, I don't know. Don't know if either Sunday or Monday would work, but if you haven't checked it out before, Bear actually did a kind of a reading of a screenplay that he did a little while back in one of the live streams. So he kind of went back and kind of cut around it, took a lot of that parts out, and kind of did sort of what you'd call an animatic here. So let me pause it here. So you can actually hear Bear instead of whatever's going on in there. Kind of did like a little bit of an animatic here. So it's got the story, but a lot of the archival kind of footage here. We're talking about, this is the Japanese internment. So actually you're looking at the internment camp that's going on here. Some tying in with some modern day stuff, with some stuff back in the World War II era. So there's a nice young lady out in front of what you see her out there. And then of course all the barracks and stuff in the background. So, oh yeah, there we go. So anyways, you've got the stuff. They were being, drafted. They were being drafted into the war, and they're saying, "Hey, wait a minute, we're being interned. How about you guys let us go first before you draft us into the war there?" But anyways, yeah, here they decided, no, we're not gonna. The thing that you just saw, they had something at the very end. They're just gonna say, no, we're not gonna do that until you guys free us and our family and all this other stuff. And this is actually a photo of the largest mass trial in U.S. history. So they took all the people that said no on the we don't want to go to war and threw them in jail. So it's kind of interesting. You take somebody from a internment camp and then you throw them into jail. So I mean, hey, we're already behind bars. So anyways, the people that did actually go ended up. Let me see. Let me get to it there. There we are. Ended up actually fighting in as a segregated unit in World War II, but they were actually the most decorated unit, not only of the war, but the entire U.S. Army history. I mean, you're talking Civil War, World War One, Revolutionary War, all that stuff. They were the number one guys doing all that stuff. So there they are. There they are. So we got a little video here at the very end, kind of explaining that sort of stuff. So finished up with what we're calling Act 1 here. So we're talking about the internment camp in Act 1. So when Bear gets around to it, man, oh man, this took forever. But when Bear gets around to it, we're going to start on Act 2. Do it chapter by chapter here. And we're actually going to be talking about the Japanese Nisei in World War II, fighting some incredible battles. Some stuff that you probably never heard of, but some really intense battles. Some of the most, one of them was one of the top 10 most important battles in Army history, and one of them was the top 10 worst, worst battle of all time. Not that they did bad or anything like that, but just the casualties and the deaths involved was just astronomical. I mean, you're talking D-Day scales. I mean, not that many people. It was a smaller group of people, but percentage-wise, I mean, that was pretty bloody there. So yeah, we'll save that for another day there. Hopefully, you guys will check it out. Hopefully, you guys will check it out. I hope you guys appreciate stuff like that. But hey, if not, that's fine. Marco for Anthony. Oh my goodness, coming to us from across the planet. I believe 8 to 10 time zones away. Bear has no concept of that. 2 time zones, maybe one. He crosses over the river, and oh my gosh, I'm in Central Time Zone. I had no concept of having like 12 time zones in between. That's just crazy. Given the coefficients of drag and the gravity of the Earth, I calculate the amount of time it would take for a falling human to reach terminal velocity. Not very far. I think it's only like 3 or 4 stories, right? Because, I mean, they kind of reach, let's see, terminal velocity is 160 miles an hour, something along those lines. I was told there was going to be no, math in this. No math at all. All right, let me go back to a picture. So, well, no, I can't do that because I can't read the chat. All right, well, sorry, people, if I'm confusing everybody here. Enjoy Bear's desktop here. So, anyways, it's 10 in the morning here. 10 in the morning. Well, there you go. There you go. It's 10 in the morning. You're waking up to Bear. That's actually kind of a dangerous thing. You don't want to wake up and Grrrr! But you know what? If you're on the other side of the planet listening to a live stream of Bear, that's the best way to wake up, I suppose. P Money's here. Good to see you, P Money. Just saying hi, but I'm playing with the kids. Not sure how much I'll be on. I think I pretty well got it wrapped up here. I was going to do the video, but we'll save that for another time. I mean, unless you guys just absolutely want to check it out or something like that, we can premiere it here, but whatever. All right, let's see. You said there was going to be a test. Oh, that was that was the beautiful. Oh no, I can't do that. There we are. That was that one. So it's kind of an interesting thing. We were talking about how Cat P was going to save the world. Yes, indeed. So thought it was kind of an interesting. Thumbnail there to have. There's a cat towing along some kittens there. Interesting stuff there. So, all right, let me go back to it here. Let's see. yes. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Yeah, there we are. For Anthony says, Tank Gary. As long as one of your kids isn't named Timmy McTimerson, you should do okay, P Money. Yes, indeed. And we got to send our extended remarks to P Money there. Sorry to see the team get swept there. This isn't normally a sports chat, but P Money was on with Bear for a little while, and we actually did a little hockey talk there. So unfortunately, the Canadians moved on. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the Canadians would have moved on? But there you go. They're going to head to Vegas, and of course, Bears team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay. We're talking about Tampa Bay is going to go up against the New York. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's Billy Tucci's team. So it's Bear against Billy Tucci there. So place your bets. Place your bets, as it were, and figure out who's going to win. All right, that's enough. That's enough sports ball chat. So, anyways, I think that was pretty well what we were getting. For some reason, I don't know why. Like, let me just get out of this real quick. For some reason, my display capture is just not working. See, like I can turn that one on, and it's got the bars on the side. But like I tried to do the other one, it doesn't come up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then the last time I wasn't able to get the chats and all that other stuff. So, anyways, we'll just leave it right here. I think that's the best way to leave it right there is beer. Actually, it was raining today. It was kind of raining all day today. I was thinking about doing it outside. It was cool enough, but we had a lot of the pop-in showers, so it was a little hard to kind of figure out. Okay, is it gonna rain? Is it not gonna rain? Is it gonna rain? Is it not gonna rain? It did fine. Excuse me. It did fine, but yeah, I was a little worried about that. So hey, if we get a chance the next time, if it's not super hot. Oh my God, it's been we haven't. Bear doesn't normally talk about the weather, but man, oh man, we haven't had any rain for like a couple months, and when it has, it's just been really light. So man, oh man, it's finally time, and hopefully it'll get a little bit cooler. If it does, Bear will do some stuff outdoors. You'll hopefully be able to see the sunset, and I can demonstrate some books here. Hope to get in. Hopefully, 499. Knock on wood. Hopefully, be able to get that in. And read the last show, Kyung Lee. It's finally getting out Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. So hopefully have that as well. Boy, I tell you what, wouldn't that be kind of an interesting face-off there? 499 versus Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb 2. I tell you what, the reigning champion. Gosh, what would that be? Going on 3 years now. Well, 2.5, I guess. 2.5 years. As far as the reigning champion, talking about Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. Number one for beer. I tell you what. A lot of good books out there. A lot of great books out there. But there's only one. There's only one battle. Well, now there's two Battle Maiden Knuckle Bombs, but there's only one Kyung Lee. So there we go. All right. Well, once again, I think that pretty well wraps it up. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Do something next week. I was probably gonna do something next week, and I forgot all about it. So we'll figure it out. But anyways, hope to have the Go for Broke video out. I've been doing it on Monday, so I might have it out on Monday. But if it comes out on Sunday, don't be too surprised. And hey, I do appreciate everybody that goes and checks out the video. It's not something that kind of goes along with the channel. We try not to talk too much about the current events and stuff like that. Actually, Bear actually had a story here that was talking about what was it? Let me go back to it. No, not the Flaming Joe. Oh yeah, YouTube suspending a senator over the HQC as coronavirus treatment. So there you are. Kind of skip that just because we don't do a whole lot of current events and that sort of stuff, unless it's kind of related somehow. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody kind of checking out the video. It might not be kind of the comics related anything, but Bear does appreciate you checking it out. It takes a lot of work trying to find out all that archival footage and everything. That's quite a bit for a bear, I tell you what. And try not to get it too riled up with the copyright people there. So hopefully, I mean the past two ones gotten through the copyright stuff just fine. I only added a couple different ones from a different source, so it should be fine. But you never know until you put it up on YouTube. So probably do that a little bit later here. I think I heard or saw I mentioned it at the very end of the GNQ. So hopefully you took notice of it. I think they're going to be doing the auctions tonight on Mike Miller's channel. So hopefully be able to see some of you guys over there and check it out and say hello. If not, hey, once again, appreciate you guys coming out and checking out and keeping Bear company. He's reading, I tell you what, cat pee stories, talking about Cyberfrog or 499. Sometimes people don't get those books, but, might want to hey, what's going on in the world? What's going on with these books? Are they being fulfilled? That sort of deal. So appreciate you sticking around with that. The Saints, I tell you what, I don't know what's going on with that. You get your CBD drink, so there you go. Sure, sure thing, whatever. But we do all sorts of things here on the channel. Try and do it every Saturday and Wednesday. Um, did a short one last week just because beer was slammed. So appreciate if you did come out. Beer appreciates it. Something happened with the chat, so don't know what happened there. But in any case, beer does appreciate it. Does appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. Hey, if you like this video here, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't like the video, well, shoot, hit that thumbs down button and go into the chat and tell Beer, what the heck? What the heck were you doing, Beer? So there you are. You can do that. And what was the other thing that I was going to say? I forget. I'm all out of ideas, people. Thank you, Tarot. Thank you, Tank. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. And Marco for Anthony, thank you as well. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out and spending some time with Beer here. Well, you know what? All this talk, all this jibber jabber, it's made Beer hungry. He's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrrrr. Grrrr. Grrrr. Grrrr.